Hi guys, welcome to Frostpunk. Well, if you don't actually know the game, this mini-series would be a horrible introduction to it because we will be doing a challenge run. If you like the look of the game, and it really is quite a gem, especially the music, man, the music in this game is so beautiful. Keep in mind that what I will be doing here does not reflect on how the game actually is. It normally is less demanding, it doesn't require you to know all the tricks and all of this crap. Yeah, but if you are new to my tiny weeny channel, hi, I assume you're watching this video because you know very well what we'll be doing here. And that's going to be the Endless Mode Endurance Extreme. We will be playing on Crater, and here's the thing, there is an achievement in this game that some people struggle with. It's called the Ultra Marathon Extreme or whatever. I have already got this achievement, but I would like to do a kind of a, well, guide would be generous, a kind of a tip-filled playthrough that can maybe help you get this achievement if you're interested in it, or just, you know, see how it's possible if you don't want to bother but you're wondering. I know I was. When I started to play this game, it seemed entirely impossible to get it, but then, well, it turned out it's not actually as bad as it seems. So, if you want the achievement and you don't want to bother with RNG, you can turn off random hazards. You don't have to have it on to get the achievement, so feel free and do that because that's basically RNG events. The only reason I'm leaving it, because I'm honestly not a fan, is because I'm doing a let's play and it feels like it would be a bit cheap if I did not leave them on. So this is what we will be having, but I have actually pre-made the world so we can skip creation screen, whatever. The loading screen itself will probably take a few seconds because I have just launched the game, and well, yeah, I think Frostpunk is great. I don't usually play campaigns in games like that. I usually prefer, like Inanno, to just jump straight into the endless mode, but in the case of Frostpunk, I think the campaigns actually have more character and they have more mechanics. They are very fun. I have enjoyed them immensely, and I would sincerely recommend you buy this game if you like any sort of city survival modes. If you like a game to kick your ass, I think Frostpunk can deliver, and if it's too easy for you, just set the settings to extreme and I'm sure you will have a lot of fun. So with that being said, I will be trying to kind of sort of tell you about what I'm doing in case you have not played this game before. Maybe you can have some kind of idea about what is actually happening, but I can't promise you too much because, you know, challenge runs just gonna be challenge runs, right? I have removed that road because I want to make things look proper, and to do that I need to actually build a little bit of road. If you don't know, since this is the way the buildings are built in Frostpunk, they go around the generator. As you can see, the grid just goes all around the place. They change their sizes. So for instance, if I did not build this bit of a road here, this building would be a bit smaller, which in theory would be good, right? You're conserving space, but honestly, I prefer things to look nice. That's basically it. That's why I set this road here, and I won't be really needing it anymore, but whatever. And to do that, since we have very, very few resources, I also had to remove a little bit of a road here. As you can see, you have some roads here that you can remove if you don't want to utilize them. But I do. So, laws. We are going for child labor. There are few valid options here. I think, well, at the very start there's probably just two, sorry. You can go for child labor, or you can go instantly into the emergency shift, going into the extended shift. I prefer to go with child labor because it gives more tempo on the first day. So I will be assigning kids to go on this coal because we will be needing a bit of coal for the night. I will be getting some workers working on these piles. And let's see, where do we have our... I can't check it right now. Okay. Coal, iron, and some more coal. Alright, so I don't know where the trees are yet, but we'll just see. I need a building to be able to check it. Anyway, that can definitely wait. Let's set up the rest of the workers here and 5 engineers. I will leave 10 of them ready to go because I want them to build those buildings and get on the research super fast. If we fall behind on the research, I think we are completely dicked. So let's not. Engineers, let's start with... I think there are 2 options that you have and both are valid. Well, actually there's probably more valid options, but the way I know how to play this game. Let me preface everything with the way I know how to play this game, because I am definitely not a master of it. I know you can probably just win the whole thing. I have seen a person win this whole thing without even using a beacon, but I am not a masochist, so I won't. Let's go with faster gathering. The other one is of course the beacon, because each of them gives you tempo. And that's, I think, is the most important thing on extreme. People get sick very fast, they get hungry faster, they gather resources slower. Everything sucks. So the more time you can actually save, the better. And the first thing we will be building is a medical post right about here. Yes, I'll provide shelter for everyone. I think we can afford it, and let's turn on the generator since it's after work. Let's remove the engineers from here. Let's put them here and let's get people getting cured already. And I think actually, no, you know what? No, we will not be building houses yet. I will actually be building gathering posts because I don't want people to be getting sick. So I'm going to be removing those. We will be putting a gathering post right here. When people get sick, your productivity falls way low. And that of course means you will lose tempo. Yay! And I will be using the word tempo at the start of this game too much. I'm sorry. That's what you get for watching somebody who watches too much professional League play, because they are obsessed with tempo. Okay, so we will be needing 10 people here, and given that we will not be needing so much coal here right now, I will remove those kids and I will put them here so they get on it as soon as possible. And here's the question, do we go for gathering posts around here or do we let them gather it by hand? And now here's the thing. There are a few things that I think are very, very useful early on. Sorry. First thing is the extended shift. The other thing is soup. Then there's the overcrowding, and you basically have to choose. Extended shift would give us a bit of a tempo. Soup would prevent us from having to build hunter's hats faster, but I think we can wing it without soup until we finish with the extended shift. The overcrowding, it could save us in a pinch, but since I am going for the gathering posts pretty fast, I hope we will not be needing it. So let's see how it goes. Okay, so we have many sick people. I would not want to lose anyone. Okay, I will show you a dirty trick. I will show a dirty trick that I don't actually use a lot, but here's how it goes. Since this is supposed to be some sort of a tip guide kind of thing, so I'm going to set the emergency shifts in those two buildings. And it's 4 in the morning, I will put nobody in here. And we will wait till 7, because in the first 2 or 3 hours there is a scripted death. So if the people are not working in those 3 hours after setting this, they will not actually die. I will not be using the strict later on unless I absolutely have to. I think after the first death it can happen randomly, but it really feels rather cheap and scummy to be abusing this mechanic, and I will try not to do that as much as possible. It will be a kind of a get out of jail free card if I ever need it, right? So now we can assign them, and they will be safe for the next 24 hours just researching. Okay, 4 sick people, so we should probably do that. And also let's yeah, let's start getting homes, because homes means less people get sick. Faster gathering, great. Now go straight into the beacon. What? Child injured at work. Give this kid a day off. Let's not be monsters. I think we can survive. Still wreckage depleted, great. So how are these doing? Just as you can see on extreme, there is just not that many resources, and they gather them slower. But you know, it's still probably worth to just let one hub at least to be just taken away normally. Okay, now the question is the cookhouse. If I place it here, then I can use it after the cold snap comes on day 4 here. Oh right, I was supposed to check, yeah. Okay, to iron, to coal wood here and coal here. Alright, so if I place it here, I can use it after the cold snap without researching the steam hub or the heaters. But at the same time, I have to put 2 houses outside of the heating area, which means they will be getting sick. And also it will look like shit. So I think what I will actually do is go for those damn heaters. Or, you know what? I will actually place the cookhouse here and then I will destroy it. But not yet. Because before I use the cookhouse, we definitely have to have soup. And I think we should go for the extended shift next. So... And one other thing is... I want our steam hub, which might be the only steam hub we will have for a long time, to go in this direction. Because I don't know if whether people get sick or not accounts for the time they are actually walking in the cold. So when it gets real cold, if we have a steam hub here and they go through this area to reach the coal mines and the steelworks, they would of course be in the cold less. I don't know if it's necessary, but you know, if we are supposed to be smart about it, let's be smart about it. Right? Let's get fully smart about it. So, let's assume they would actually get more sick. And yeah, this will cover both of those coal piles. So let's just start with a gathering post here since we are already having this road. And then I will... How much is beacon? Because we... 20 wood, so we need 60 to send them. Alright, so we do not build the cookhouse yet. Extended shift. Sorry guys.
Listen, everyone. New law is signed.
they will also get this later. Alright. Beacon, great. I need more! No, don't do this. I will need 10 wood for research and 40 wood to send, so let's not build that post just yet. And now, more choices. Steam hub heaters. If we want to be able to use the cookhouse after this cold snap, we need to go for heaters or the steam hub. If we want to not lose tempo, we have to go for Sawmill. You can also go for hunter's gear, which is also very important, but we are going for Sawmill because, you know, tempo. Sorry. Okay, so here's another tip, this time not as scummy. Each medical post can hold 5 people before you use overcrowding, and you can have just one engineer inside to have those 5 people in. So if we spread them this way, then all the people can actually be cured. It will take a longer time, which is why it's not scummy, because it's well, it will be working on a low efficiency, but they will not be on the street. And that's what matters the most ultimately. Get on the beacon, guys. I think they built until 2 in the morning. And also I should have not had this on the entire day. I am a noob and we have lost a bunch of coal for it. Maybe I'll remember to turn it off on this next day. Okay, let's not waste any time here. Snow-covered supplies, supply depot, wrecked vehicle. It really doesn't matter where we go because on extreme you do not get a lot of resources from those places. All I want is people here. Well, and steam cores, but I don't think we can get any steam cores before the first storm because I will be prioritizing people. I think people are the most important asset you can get in extreme at first. So let's just go for people. Let's just go for people. Right, we have 5 workers that will be doing nothing. But it will not be for long because we will be putting them in the sawmill as soon as possible, so no problem really. I'm sorry if my voice is a little bit rough, but you know, it's winter, sinus issues, all this stuff. Protective mother. No, we won't make an exception. Hope will rise slightly. Others might see it as unfair. I don't actually know if it has any negative consequences, but we will make an exception. She's not hurt. It's not being a monster, it's just being fair. Okay. Alright, they are actually after 24-hour shift. Let's get this going. Sorry. Go to healing! What are you doing? Okay, sawmill. So I think we can afford to lose this tiny bit of... So we don't have to rebuild it too fast. Yeah, I'm thinking about making it as efficient road-wise as possible. We will be having a gathering post in here. You also have a gathering post there. Yeah, let's do it like this. Alright. I think we should go for the steam hub? No. Yes. No. Yes. Heater, steam hub. We will be needing steelworks and coal thumper for sure, and we will be needing hunter's gear. Let's see. Yeah, this is coming, and we have to build. Cookhouse soon. I think we should go for heaters, honestly. It will slow us down the tiniest bit, but... Okay, let's build a cookhouse. And I'll place it here near our upcoming Steam hub, which might be good or a bad idea. See, here's the thing. If I place a cookhouse here, I will have less space for houses and all the other things. But if I place it here, it will survive on the heaters through this this cold snap, but it will not survive for the later ones, which will force me into cookhouse installation first or another Steam hub, and that might not be very efficient. So let's not. Okay, so we have how much time do we have to provide shelter? 6 hours. That's not a lot of hours. Let's go for it then. Let's get this going and let's hope they can make it in time. We have 20 people free. Alright, they will go into the sawmill. New law. Great, we are going straight for soup. And yeah, they are already eating. Stop eating my raw food! You bastards! Don't! That's not how it was supposed to go! We're supposed to have more food because I was waiting with this for soup, not less. God damn it, you idiots. Why did you do that? Ah, those people. Couldn't wait for a second, now we've lost some food. Now I'm salty. Nah. Alright, next thing on the agenda, Hunter's Hat, because we are going to be short on food very fast. Because they ate it raw, because they couldn't wait 5 hours. Okay, next thing. Hunter's gear. We don't have wood for it. Well, it's fine, they are done for the day anyway. Ah, those idiots. Do not eat this. Do not. Forbid you. Yeah, go for a hunt. It's kind of late to do it, but just try. Okay, this is not quite optimal. But maybe we'll be fine. Come on, I can't click. Right. I got tilted by seeing them eat this food. When they should not be eating this food. They are starving. They will start eating this crap. Cook it! Get up and cook! Thank you! Okay, it's cold now. See, we need to turn the heater on. Not right now, I mean, I turned it on, but they have already cooked everything. Well, they will actually be back in... Those people! Let me tell you, those people. Okay, no, stop this. No, it's cold in there, you will get sick. It's like children. Okay, yeah, this will be fine. It will reach those. Adaptation. What we need right now is definitely radical treatment into overcrowding because they are gonna be sick. Eat! Now you can eat. How are you? Back yet? No. What? No! Okay, none. This is another filthy trick that I will not be using later because, well, it's kinda cheesy, but not quite. The way it works, and it's very useful very early on, is the shift ends around either 6 PM or 8 PM. So, once the shift ends, you can remove the people from here and put them into a hunter's hut, and they will actually go on a hunt. Especially if you just remove them around 6 PM, then you can just place them here and they should be going pretty fast. But they also go to rest after the hunt, and I don't know if it's just for 2 hours. Probably, maybe if they do so, they will be more efficient. But if you use extended shift, then for certain they will not be as efficient because you will lose 4 hours of hunt, or you will lose 4 hours of efficiency here. But what you can do is make people work basically 24 hours or at least 20 hours without any downsides to it: they will not get sick, they will not get stressed. It's kind of cheap. So if you want a cheap trick, number 2, there it is. Or is that number 1? No, the number 1 was the extended shift. I mean the emergency shift. So that's cheap trick number 2, and I think that might be all that I've got for you. So I'm not a filthy tricker. I don't really like exploits like that. I will use it if I have to. I will probably be using it early on. But after that, no. As soon as we get some people, I'm done with that crap. Okay, research. It's too many things. I am trying to talk and explain, and then I am failing. So let's go for hunter's gear, because we will be needing this food. And let's go for food. Let's go set up another hunter's hut. We need at least 3, I think. And yeah, let's just assign them so they go as fast as they can. There's the kids. Oh, we will be fucked on cold tonight. Yeah, go. Get some cold, because we will be freezing. That's not gonna be good.
Night is coming. Put down your tools.
Yeah. See, if I was turning it off, as I should be, earlier on in the first days, I would not be having this problem right now. But I wasn't, so I will. Okay, so I am actually going to build another gathering post here, because I do not want them to be going around freezing. That's just horrible. They will all be sick, and that means no productivity. And that means, you guessed it, no tempo. Alright. I will not... maybe... yeah, let's send them. It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be a little bit rough. Never. Stop getting sick. Okay, scouts have reached a large crater. Survivors. There's always survivors in a large crater, and basically I'm going to send them to the city, because I think we will do best to have at least 2 groups of survivors before the first storm hits, so we can actually man everything we need manned. And here's the thing, at least in the first map before the first storm, and I think in the second, but well, I actually don't know after that, there are 3 hubs of survivors always. So in each of the 3 initial directions you can find survivors. So today's 16 hours, today's 18 hours. We are going straight here. That's why I sent them to the city instead of escorting them, because I want to go here as soon as possible and try to get a second group. Now the question is, would it be faster to go with them to the city and then from the city there, or to go like this? 'Cause I don't actually know. By the way, you can just join your scouts with your survivors if you want. And they go faster on the routes they have already traveled. So that's 2 days and 16 hours. That's 1 day and 1 hour. Let's risk it. Let's merge them with the survivors. Let's go home faster. Yeah, I guess I would just have to pause it. Yeah, they are now together. And I'll save it because there is a bug that survivors can disappear. I do not remember how long it took to go from here to here, if it's more efficient this or that way. Well, I guess we'll find out. I guess we'll know. Right, so that's a risk, because I want to grab more of them. 2 free groups. I don't know if we get free, probably not. Overcrowding. So vital. See, now they won't be freezing, they won't get gravely sick, so they will not become amputees, so we will not be as horribly off as we would be otherwise. The hunters are done. Out. In. Stop whining, Martha. I know it's a tough word, but what can you do? Okay, you know, I actually think we could use another sawmill right now. To be perfectly honest with you. We will need a lot of wood. We can always just turn it off once we don't need it anymore. Yeah, let's risk it. I have not done this before, but I think that might be the way. See, it's so late and they are still on the hunt because we've done it too late. Okay, I think we will be needing a steam hub. Once the guys arrive, we need to place some houses for them and they need to be heated. Alright, road to the sawmill. Is it connected? Maybe. I will not be turning it off right now because of medical posts and the houses and all. Still wreckage depleted, which means we have a few more people. We don't have to assign them here yet, but yeah, let's just assign them because we are so out of food.
Gather your tools. The shift is ending.
Wood crates depleted. Soon we will have some people free here. Once this wood is done. Extended. This isn't extended. This should be extended. This should definitely be extended. Okay, we need a lot of food, and this is why this is when I will actually have to cheese this crap. And I'm doing this too late. I should have done it earlier, but I am a noob and I didn't. So but I think food has to be our priority right now, to be honest. Here, because they actually went already. We can send 5 more. Yeah, let's... Yikes. That's a yikes. See, if you micromanage it better, then you can be more efficient, but you don't have to. You can actually pull it off without being so hyper efficient. Right. So we have some people. That's great. You guys just run. 1 day 8 hours. 1 day 7 hours. This is going to be food. There's going to be something else, I'm not sure what. Can I see which way the storm will come yet? No? No, I guess not. Yeah, it's 1 hour and probably we will need food more than anything else. Okay. Let's also get right on the houses. Like this. So what do we have here? 13 engineers, so let's put them here. Let's get another workshop going, since now we can actually utilize it properly. Let's set some people. Yeah, let's man these first with kids. I will put 2 engineers there. Or you know what? Here. So they are free faster. I don't have to think about them so much. And these guys will go straight in here. I have 1 engineer to spare. Yeah, sure. We will be cooking for now. And the kids will be gathering. Okay, I think that's kind of okay. And I also think that this will be it for this episode. We have set our people, our first survivors, to work. So now we have hunters that can actually be efficient, despite all the workplaces having extended hours. So we can have all the workplaces on extended hours. And our hunters will still be efficient because they will be doing just that. And since we have those 2 medical posts entirely staffed, they will also be healing people faster. And well, that's great, right? Also, we will be going for infirmary. Well, pretty soon is probably an overstatement, but I'd like to have it because it really makes a huge difference. I was always ignoring it, and I think that was one of the major reasons why I could not complete this challenge before. So, thank you for watching. Sorry for being a noob sometimes and being inefficient, but at least I hope I call myself on it, so if you want to be efficient, you will know what to do. And let's hope it goes well. Let's hope it goes well, because there is no guarantee. But yeah, have a good one, and maybe I'll see you in Skyrim in a little while when I have more time, because honestly Skyrim is just not a game for me to play 1 hour every other week and enjoy it. That's just not how it works for me, so I have to have more time and just, you know, immerse myself in it. I hope you enjoy watching Frostpunk in the meantime, and I'll see you in the next episode of, well, maybe we'll make it, maybe not. I have not played this before with random hazards, so the first storm might be the end of it. We shall see. And in the meantime, have a good time and bye.